So this is going to be a quick video. Those who may or may not know, I have a 1985 Chevy Caprice classic wagon. Late last year, I decided I wanted to trade my red 300 ZX for this thing for a couple reasons. Mostly because my dad, he was getting older, he was on oxygen and all that, and I figured this would be easy for him to get around in, because he could just load up his walker, what may have been his electrical wheelchair at the time, and himself in there, load it all up in the back, and be able to take him from place to place. Well, unfortunately, he passed away, and even then, I thought this would be a nice little build. It's a Chevy, so it'd be dirt cheap to build, or at least make it a little bit better. And you know, it'll be a little bit different from what you normally see. But ever since my dad's passing and a couple other things, gas prices going crazy up and down all over the place. I already got a V8 freaking monster of a vehicle, or monster-ish of a vehicle compared to what it was, and already has force induction on it. I've decided I want to let this go. I still may or may not do a build series on the engine I was building for this, which I may or may not sell separately from this wagon. But yeah, she runs and drives beautifully. I've been driving it all week and all of that. Kind of contemplating if I want to get rid of it or not. Really the main problem this thing has is a coolant leak between the cylinder head and the intake manifold. It's just barely kind of leaking out there, out between that seam. But and of course it's a 305, so it's kind of slow. I believe it's rated at 160 at the crank and 145 at the wheels or something like that. And the car weighs like 4,200 pounds, 4,300 pounds, something like that. So it's pretty heavy for what it is. It'll do 85 mile an hour all day long, but trying to pass anyone on the highway, it's just not, it's just not suited. That's why I was going to put the Vortec 350 in there, because that motor alone would have been double the horsepower of this little 305, roughly double. But just going to let this car go. What I want to do, I want to try to find another 280 ZX, the old Datsun I had, which if you look back at my history, I got a couple videos on that of me trying to get a turbo 28ET running, which I did for a little while, but I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I had trouble getting the fuel injection to work reliably, so I'm selling that car off. And oddly enough, that's the same fuel injection that's in the Dakota. So I learned from this. I learned off of that to build this, and if I get another 280 ZX, that may or may not be a thing, but I want to try to leave that as stock as possible, especially now with this RPM Act stuff going around. So this may or may not be the final chapter of this wagon. For those that like it, I'm sorry, but hopefully someone else will take it off my hands and be able to do it justice, because I really don't have a lot of tools to do a lot of the body work it needs, which isn't much, but I have no welder or anything to do the rust repair that it needs on the roof. Floor pans are pretty much perfect, but the roof needs some attention, and someone with a bigger budget would be able to throw a nice turbo LS in this thing or whatnot. Anyway, y'all be safe, have fun, have a good tip waitress.